We are still in Learning Workbook page 144, and this video is completely optional. You can skip it and go on to the next one if you would like. We're going to solve the problem that we just solved using the transformations method that we learned back in section 2.6. I want you to see that we'll get the same answer and that these ideas are very closely related to each other. All right, graph the parabola using transformations. Y equals 3 parenthesis x minus 2 close parenthesis squared minus 7. Which one of our basic functions does this most resemble? The quadratic function, f of x equals x squared. But it's been transformed. We see a number of changes. This subtract 2, this multiply by 3, and this subtract 7. Following the order of transformations, the first thing we look for would be horizontal shifting, which is right here. So this represents a shift to the right 2 spaces. Which coordinates change for a shift to the right? That would be the x's. And how do they change? We add 2. Okay, the next thing we look for would be stretching and shrinking, which is this number 3 right here. It is outside far from x, which makes it a vertical stretch or shrink. Vertical behaves the way we would expect, and since 3 is bigger than 1, this is a stretch. Therefore, the y's are all multiplied by 3. There are no reflections in this problem, so then we look for the fourth thing, which is vertical shifting, which is represented by this subtract 7. Vertical shifting. This represents down 7. So the x's are going to be, the y's are going to be affected. And if you're going down 7, the y's are going to subtract 7. Okay, so let's use the points that we know from our square function. Which are -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. And then let's follow all of these steps. All right, all of the x coordinates we're going to add 2. So -2 plus 2 gives me 0. -1 plus 2 gives me 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. So the x's match what we got in our previous problem. All right, how about the y's? Well, with the y's, we have to do this in the correct order. Multiply by 3, then subtract 7. 4 times 3 is 12, minus 7 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3, minus 7 is -4. 0 times 3 is 0, minus 7 is -7. 1 times 3 is 3, minus 7 is -4. 4 times 3 is 12, minus 7 is 5. So, we get the table of points that we got in our previous method for solving this same problem. And obviously, if you get the same points, when you plot them, you'll get the same picture. This is another way of getting the graph of this parabola. You can use either way in class. I really don't care which one. But Alex is going to force you to plot these 5 points. So make sure that you are coming up with this table of points to be able to plot those points.